Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to do a quick video on the best start Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2 as of the new patch 1.7. So to start, we're going to come in here to the sandbox. Obviously, we're going to be doing Battania and Smithing Rush. Battania is good because of the forest bonus, 50% less speed penalty, 15% sight range in forest. That's really big. And then towns owned by Battanian rules have +1 militia production. That's really good late game. And then also the 10% slower build rate. This is the negative. That doesn't really matter that much. So coming in here, I like to lower the pitch of my guy. I make him tall and lean. I'm not even sure if making him wayless makes him faster athletic, but I do it anyway. I make him tall and I make him strong because I found that that really helps me in arenas slashing at people's heads. Coming through here, when I'm picking my guy, I don't really worry where I put my points here, because when you're leveling smithing, you're going to get so much XP that by the time you're actually out in the world doing things, you're going to be able to pick and choose what you want. Having said that, it is extremely important that you start with a horse and a bow and arrow. So you must make sure at all costs you end up with a horse and a bow and arrow. Hunted small game. Okay. Rode with the scouts. Okay. Usually I do invested money in land there. Try to pick up some stuff down there. I started 20 because you're going to get so much experience. It doesn't really matter. Always play your game on hard. That's the best way to do it. You do not want to auto-allocate clan member perks. Birth and death is fine. Iron Man mode is fine. So we're going to start that. Wow. Okay. So I'll show you guys real quick here. I just happened to spawn right on top of these guys. I'll show you how you defeat looters on horseback. So hitting the Alt key, you can see where they are, and you're going to come up in on them. You should try to aim for the rock people, but it doesn't really matter. Man, this horse is slow. So you see here, I've got them coming at me in a line. This makes it really hard to miss. Boom. With 27 arrows, 9 is basically the max you can fight, but I kind of just had to do it because it was so rough. Oh, I wasted an arrow. Oh, man, this is going to be really rough. Ah! Just in general, going up higher on the hill, if you get high ground, you're going to get more headshots, so I'd recommend that. Try not to run into trees. The other tactic you can do here, especially in the beginning, if you ride your horse really slowly like this, they won't stop to throw rocks at you. Oh no, he's throwing rocks! Gotta get away from him a little bit. And the aim will still be tight enough. Man, this guy's wrecking me. Sniper! Wow, I'm out of arrows! Do they have a spear? They do not. Alright. Killed one of them. He's dead? Alright. Ugh, we got out of there. So, first thing you do, you come into Marinuth. You come into the... Oh, nice. We have a healer. This is huge. She's going to have high... See, here we go. Okay, I'm going to hire her. And then let's go look at her character page really quickly. Flynn the heal. See, she has 81 medicine. This is huge because when my elite troops get injured in the game, they're not going to die. Instead of dying, they're going to get injured. This is particularly huge in sieges. So it's kind of random who starts in Marinuth, but that just happens to be a huge pickup. So now I'm really light on gold. We're going to have to try to make the trek to Sanin. Now we're in Sanin. We're going to come into the trade district. The first thing we're going to do is sell everything we own. So we have 770 gold. The first thing we're going to need to do, we're going to need hardwood. Don't buy too much though, because the other thing we need to do is... We're going to turn this into charcoal. Do most of it through smelting weapons. So I'm going to show you real quick what weapons you buy. We don't actually do that much refining. We do have to do some here to the start because we need to get some charcoal. Okay, coming in here to trade. There are 4 things that are available up here in Battania that you can buy to smelt down. The first is the blacksmith hammer. This will give you your iron. The other one is the wooden hammer. You don't actually buy this in Battania. The wooden hammer will give you 3 hardwood. We don't need hardwood because right now we're buying hardwood for 3... What are the units here? What do they call these? 3 dinars. We're going to buy 5 blacksmith hammers to get started. And then I will also show you coming down here. The other things you buy are tribesman throwing daggers and highland throwing daggers. We're not buying those yet. but we will in the future. So coming in here to the smithy, the first thing we need to do, we're going to go free build, two-handed sword. If you click this little unlock thing, it'll show you everything that's available. We must build a sword almost immediately. So this shows us the mats we need. We need 4 wrought iron, 2 crude iron. Let's get to smelting. Whew. Okay, we need to smelt 4 of these. I'm going to use Flynn to do it. Boom. Okay, coming back into the forge. Pelisor is going to build us this sword. Pelisor is me. Boom. All right, we got our two-handed sword. Now we're going to go sell it. And you see here, this sword sells for 555. We're going to be smelting blacksmith's hammers. Let's see, how many do they have? They have 4 left. I'm going to buy all of them and finish smelting them. And we are going to be making these swords. Okay, so coming in here. Change back to Flizzian. Oh, man, I'm so happy I got a healer. You guys have no idea how huge this is. Okay. We're going to be able to make 1 more sword with Pelisor. Okay, so now that we're back here, you can see here it reset. We're in the one-handed swords. That's no good. Don't build one-handed swords. Only two-handed swords. You can see here it reset all my things. So you're thinking, wow, that's really annoying. It is. This is what you can do. You come in here, crafting history. You select this, and it'll give you all your old presets. One thing to note. When you've crafted more than 1 sword, there's going to be more options here. For whatever reason, in 1.7, they've sorted this the wrong way. So you need to scroll all the way down for the sword that you last built. The one up here at the top is going to be the oldest one that's been stored in your history. So we're going to do this, and then coming in here, you can see I actually unlocked some stuff. I don't have the mats for it, but generally speaking, when you're comparing mats, you want to move up towards the higher level materials, and then when you're of 2 mats of equal material, you want to compare swing cut damage. So I don't really have a way I can show you that right now, but I can still build 1 more sword. So I'm going to do that with Pelisor. Trade. So you can see here we're rocking and we're rolling. So I'm going to be able to stay here for a while doing this. The other thing you can do is you come into the tavern. I'm not quite going to do it yet, but I can buy Synak the Red. This is going to give me a 3rd follower. This is really important because it gives me more smithing time. All right? Let me come in here real quick and I'll show you what smithing talents I take. So, Efficient Coal Maker is huge. You take that with everybody. That's the only one you should take here. Then you take Curious Smelter. Then you take Curious Smith. Okay? And then coming up here, this is where it starts to get interesting. The reason you don't need Steelmaker 2 is because we're going to get all of our mats from smelting. Except Tamaskin steel is really hard to get. It's really hard to get cheaply. It's easy to get, especially later in the game, but it's really hard to get cheaply. So the only one I switch is I take Steelmaker 3 so that I can refine fine steel into Tamaskin steel. The other thing this gives you is successful crafting orders for nobles will get +4 rep, which is actually more than experienced smith. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you guys. I have to leave so I can show you. Once you've used all the mats in Seonin, what you need to do is come down to Legata. After you finish all the mats in Legata, you keep going to Artesia, right? Ideally, you get to Artesia right when you have 15k dinars. Because once you get to Artesia, with 15k dinars, you can buy the silversmith. The Artesia silversmith is really, really good. After Artesia, usually actually what I do is come over to Poros and I buy the woolwork. In terms of workshops, the best workshops are going to be up here. Tial, Baltakan, Ortungad, and I think Chaikand. Those 4 cities, the wooleries are the best workshops you can buy. I'm going to load my other game. Before we get too far ahead, I just want to really quickly explain the party system. We're going to come over here to the clan party. You make yourself the quartermaster, and I'm going to make her the scout because she isn't terrible. Actually, she's going to be the surgeon. sumpter. The reason we make me the quartermaster is because this way I'll be able to increase the party size. And the way we're going to do this is by coming in here and buying different types of food. So right now we're on a bit of a budget. We're just going to buy some grain, some butter, as well as some grapes. And by having the varied food, I will raise my quartermaster skill while waiting here. Because technically, even though it's just one other person right now, I am in a party. When you leave Seonin for Legata, your companions are going to be on foot. So what you need to do is come in here and you need to buy them horses. It doesn't really matter what. Like, she has no riding skill, so I'm going to have to put her on a sumpter horse. You have to get them a horse and you have to get them a saddle. So you get them their cheapest things. It's also not a bad idea to buy them bows and arrows. As well as for yourself, you want to get yourself a second stack of arrows. Because then you'll be able to solo. Like here, I would have 54 arrows. And then my 2 companions would be on horseback with bows and arrows. If I get ambushed by looters, I'm going to tell the companions to follow me. And because we're all going to be on horseback, we're just going to run away from them. We're basically going to kite them. And then I'm going to shoot them with arrows. They might put out a little bit of damage. I wouldn't expect too much from them. But basically, you're going to be killing them. And with 54 arrows and 2 other companions mounted shooting arrows, you should be fine. At least until you got down to Ortesia, I wouldn't even worry about. I would just roll with your group of 3. And obviously, if there's somebody in Legata, buy him 2. Because the more people you have smithing, the quicker you can stop smithing. So, yeah, all right. Let's jump ahead real quick. This is going up to day 73. Going to the smithy, and I'm going to show you why smelting is so awesome. Right? So when you come in here, you can see your Highland throwing daggers aren't that important. Your tribesmen throwing daggers give you 1 fine steel. This is huge. They are very, very cheap. The other thing that gives you 1 fine steel are Pugios, right? So if we go back and look, let me see in the trade, a Pugio is 231. So basically you're buying fine steel for 231 dinars. And then down here, your tribesmen throwing daggers, you can also get them for 458. So Pugios you can only buy, basically only buy in Empire cities. Tribesmen throwing daggers, you can buy in basically every city. The 2-handed swords I'm making right now are selling for like 12k. So that's just... you know, so yeah, let me think. Is there anything else? Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.